Welcome back. We are on episode 30. We just finished clearing the Warrens. We're about to go back to Ranger HQ. We finished off the quest, A Nightmare in the Bazaar, and my body requires this. So right now we have Masato back at Ranger HQ. We spoke to Ananda early on, and now that we're done with the zone, let's talk to him again.
You got a shopping list a mile long. How are we gonna get it all home?
We'll worry about that after we're inside.
Felicitations. So I heard. You have shown both grace and charity. It will be my honor to work for your organization. Just give me some time to gather my things, and I will see you there. I will join you at your esteemed headquarters anon.
Okay.
Have an exquisite day.
So, if you would have left the zone before talking to him, he would come up with a radio communication stating that he will meet you at Ranger HQ. However, it makes you seem like you're a rude person for not speaking to Ananda before leaving the zone, which I find is kind of comical. Okay, I also left with what to do with the attributes for certain characters, certain stats. Okay. So I'll break it down as simple as I can for my line of thought. For me, intelligence is the best stat in the game, hands down. Everybody has it. All my characters will have it. I'll respect every character to have intelligence. I think overall, flat out, you can't get a better DPS stat than having the crit damage and the crit chance. So then you come down to, well, coordination is important for everybody for action points, so I don't really consider that a DPS stat. You're looking at then, what do I do with luck versus awareness? You know, some characters we have to spend points for strength, you know, and I'm not even worried about the DPS that comes from those things. It's not, what I'm really looking about is these two. When you're coming to, do I spend my points in luck, do I spend my points in awareness? Early on in the game, intelligence plus awareness is likely a better combination to go. However, later in the game, luck and intelligence will be a better combination. Now you can, do all the research you want and look at all the things that everybody posts, and there's just thousands of things out there that you can look at. But based on my experience with luck and having high luck characters, intelligence plus luck beats out awareness plus luck. Early on in the game, penetration is a much more important stat, just early on in the game. Now, as you level up and armors get higher, there's a point where penetration will stop being as useful, especially when it comes to energy weapons, just avoiding armor altogether. But early in the game, penetration is good, and overall, at the end of the game, even at the end, you should have approximately a flat out, roughly 10% increase in DPS simply for having a high penetration. Assuming you're not using weapons that are that are like 99 penetration, that are just getting around that stat altogether, or getting around armor. So that would take that away, but you still have all the other things that go on. And these crits, I mean, it's hard to quantify these things, but you've seen a couple fights where my high luck sniper fired off a couple attacks in a row and then gets a lucky crit and then gets another attack, another lucky action. It's hard to quantify it, but I see it. I feel like I'm, I feel like it's a better stat. Yeah, there's the flat out damage, the range damage bonus, and you get the hit percent chances, but if you're looking at hit percent chances, right now I'm using shitty weapons, and it's like, okay, I don't really have any armor that's increasing hit chance or anything that's increasing hit chance, and I'm already at 88% for the sniper. You look around the board, 110, big guns 72%, SMG 89%, Okay, so hit chance 104 and 120. So yeah, the lowest ones are on the people that have guns that do multiple bullets. But the key in this game here is that each bullet is considered an attack roll. So as opposed to a sniper, I shoot one time and either I hit or miss. If I shoot here and fire off 16 bullets, well, I get 16 attack rolls. All 16 may miss, all 16 may hit, and every one of them, well, a hit, is it going to crit? Oh, okay, it might crit, boom. So you can actually have 16 attacks that hit, that 16 attacks crit. I mean, it's just fucking stupid when stuff like that happens. You're not going to get that benefit from awareness. So, okay, well, you know, you don't get the perception. So far, I haven't seen anything that you really need a high perception for to begin with. I don't understand why you need to get it that high. Maybe later on I will, but right now, perception's nothing. However, penetration right now is good. So, it's going to be a preference. You know, what do you think? You know, you look at the mathematical formulas that people put out there, and, you know, you'll see some people will argue awareness, some people will argue luck. And in my experience, luck is going to win. So, that said, my SMG character needs speed. You know, you look at the perks we're going to look at. Right now, we're not doing offensive capabilities, but when I do, I'm going to end up picking up Spray and Pay, Reckless, and Stormer. And when I get Stormer, I mean, that's going to change the game. I mean, suddenly this person's going to become a beast, okay? Absolute beast, but, you know, you need to be able to fly around the zone. I want to go as far as I can to start triggering this attack. So, if you look at her stats, speed is important. And likely I'll have speed up to 10. But right now I'm not focusing on that particular part of her combat, so I'm going to go ahead and spin on luck. Eventually, I'll get this up to 10. Well, yeah, 10. Trigger happy? Yeah, okay. So, Quan, however, he doesn't need speed. He really didn't need strength. I got strength basically because I want to be able to wear bigger armor simply because he's a big gun, you know? If you got big guns, you get big armor. It's just a look. Really, you didn't need. I didn't need to do strength. So it's again a luck and awareness. He doesn't need speed, so. But like I said, I pick luck over awareness every time when you're combining it with 10 intelligence. Now, there's also the argument, well, you can do luck, awareness, and intelligence, and you can if you don't need anything else. But, you know, there's only so many attribute points that are going to be available to you at some point in time. So I would rather awareness be the last stat I put anything in, unless I want to build up strike rate with charisma. Now, if you're running a full intelligence part, I mean a full XP party, like you're just seeing how much XP you can get out of the game, obviously you would go with charisma. But if you're not doing that, that's unnecessary. You don't need to worry about charisma. But if you're worried about strike rate, like specific characters, like Lucia, I want her strike rate to be high. I want the strike rates to be high on the shotgunner because their strike attacks are brutal. So even Quan's strike attack is brutal. I mean, that would be good to have his charisma up too, but I would rather start working on luck. I'm not going to be, you know, his strike rate is going to be so, I don't know, it's just not going to be as high to get that strike rate as it would be for Lucia. So yeah, going with luck. Every time there's a choice between awareness and luck, I'm picking luck. So likely most of my characters will have one awareness. And that's that. Moving on. Okay.
Yeehaw! I got some big news, y'all. Sister Ella May said yes! We getting hitched next month before the baby comes. We'll be sending out invitations and shit real soon.
So the Dorseys had the, what was it, the brake fluid hoedown? And then they had the human barbecue, and now they're having the incestuous marriage.
Hey, Rangers!
Flab says you've been kicking ass for the Monster Army lately. Like, really helping us out a lot. So thanks. Way to be awesome. You here to trade? Actually, hang on. You've been so good to us monsters, I'ma give you a prezi first. Just for stopping by. Here. So long, lambs.
Alright, so we get a present. A crossbow. And I tried using this crossbow on another playthrough, and it wasn't all that impressive at all. But it may be something I need to use at some point because I keep running out of my specific ammo, or, you know, I'm trying not to spend money in the game unless I absolutely have to, so, and I'm actually going to have to deal with that here soon. I should have probably bought some ammo off her now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well, we'll get another chance, I'm sure. And we get a decoy in there. Okay, so we're loading up some decoys, making sure. Okay, so, one note. Since I did the bazaar first and finished the bazaar before finishing Little Vegas, had I finished Little Vegas first, a specific NPC would have sent out a radio message to me right there saying, "Hey, we're going to attack the bazaar. Will you help us?" Since I didn't do the quest in that order, that didn't pop up obviously because he's not where he's supposed to be. I've never done it this way, so I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm going to see, you know, does it bug out the encounter because I did it this way? Will I ever see that encounter ever pop up? Like, did I just completely miss that story arc now because I did things in a order that is a little bit off? And it's going to be interesting to see. I suspect I'll still get it. I'll just get it the next time I zone out of the bazaar if I go back into it, which I will be, so we'll see. Alright, so when we get up here, we'll zone into downtown Colorado Springs and see if we have any other radio communications before entering Ranger HQ.
How are you feeling, Car?
Unable to process. Please repeat query.
Never mind.
Okay, no radio communications. I don't think we have to power level. I think everybody leveled up and we're all 12 now.
Hey gang, time for another episode of Rocky Mountain Monsters. We're in a part of the mountains where there have been sightings of a huge, hairy giant lurking in the woods. The locals say it's a mutant cannibal hobo called Melvin. I say it's Bigfoot. Stay tuned.
Melvin.
That as well.
Alright, so we are all 12 and we have no injuries, so we don't have to worry about talking to Doc. Okay, so...
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry.
Our favorite NPC in the world is up to something here.
The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space?
I'm just saying, Oh, Team November. I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks. Nothing serious. No one was hurt. Some harsh words and a shove. Sergeant Greatsky's already put the recruit on latrine duty. A fair punishment.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time your recruits have had harsh words for us Rangers. You need to get your people under control.
Greatsky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new Rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new Rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
Usually, it's just snide comments. But today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
There have been plenty. Most of your Rangers are all right with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. Calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as Rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah, well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We were here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
I never said such thing. I said you can stay here. I didn't say they were yours. At what point did you get possession or ownership of anything?
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
You know, it really feels like the same personalities of these two characters. It's like they just copied Hope and made her into Dell, or vice versa. It's like I'm talking to two Hopes, and it's just annoying on both ends.
Shoot.
Okay, so again, the whole point of this playthrough is to get as many people in that jail as possible, so we're going to send them to the brig.
An excellent idea. You'll have more space, and it will keep you away from the malcontents.
Sure, it's an excellent idea, because you agreed with it from the first. You were the one that suggested it earlier.
What? Guess you're right. I'll try to sell it to my people. And I appreciate your efforts to honor our deal under changing circumstances. Oh, they're not gonna like this.
Alright. Problem resolved. Got our people into the brig, or will have them. And here we have Ananda. Let's talk to Ananda.
Exceptional job settling those dispossessed masses in a new location. Bravo.
I do not think that's his default, so we will have a pleasant day.
And a most pleasant day to you too, November. Felicitations. You were most gracious to find new accommodations for those unfortunate souls.
Okay, another one that's not
And a
his default.
most pleasant day to you too, November. Felicitations. Felicitations, Rangers. How can I be of assistance?
Okay.
Rangers, manners are what separates man from bedraggled beast. Why, the very implication of such a question. Let us both seek wisdom in the book of nauseatingly correct manners. Chapter 16, Pernicious Pleasantries, line 33. It is of the utmost importance that manners come from deep within your being. For if those pleasantries are ever false, your very soul will be consumed by your depraved rudeness to your fellow man. So you see, Rangers, manners are critically important in everything you do. I hope dearly that I have answered your question. Let us never speak of this again. Felicitations. I would say your reputation has improved dramatically. I haven't heard an impolite word about Team November in quite some time. Quite some time. Of course, Rangers. It would be impolite not to share such tremendous deals.
Alright. So we picked that up, I believe, earlier from him. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get the skill book for toaster repair. He has another brush and another monocle. We bought the earlier brush and he just replenishes this. So let's look at the outfits. Alright, I'm just going to pick up all the outfits I find just to have them all. Okay, so up until this point we haven't done any selling. We're going to sell some stuff now, but only the gold nuggets and stuff that we picked up from the diggable sites. So, let's see, how much money has this actually gotten us since the beginning of the game? So we're at 3,000 right now. 1 gold bar. 10 of the mid-tier, and nearly 40 of the low tier. So there you go. We got about 9,000 or so and just picking up gold, and that's not selling junk. And we're not going to sell the junk now at all either until we can until we absolutely need to have the money. So I don't know all the things that junk is used for in crafting, and I know there are some things it is used for, so I don't want to do it. Okay, so we can do a super squeezins. So we'll go ahead and craft a super squeezins. Alright. So, toad eye, toad tongue, and a football. We can do that one. And again, we did pick up the best brawling weapon in the game. We can craft this now. Requires weapon modding ×3. I don't have anybody that has weapon modding ×3. Did I actually level that up? I don't remember doing that. I didn't think you could craft that, because I wanted to craft it earlier and I couldn't do it. Ah, it just says I can. Okay, that's right. Alright, weapon modding 3, so... we have the trinket that will give us 1, so I just need to spend 1 more for that particular craft. Alright, so we're getting ready to go into Scotchmo, and yeah. I like Scotchmo a lot. I liked him a lot in Wasteland 2. And I'm gonna like him in Wasteland 3. So, Strumpet will be no more. She will be retired and sit on the bench so that Scotchmo can take her place. So let's see what she has on. Salvage helmet, salvage armor, rat tack, and stethoscope. Okay. Go away. Brawling weapon? Where the hell are you? There you are. Okay, so we have 2 of those, so she can keep that. Yeah, take that away from her. Stethoscope is gone. Armor do we have that we can stick on her? Let's see. We actually have savage legs. Okay. So we'll keep that for Scotchmo. We'll go ahead and give her a rad tech. Helmet, she can remove this, and we'll go ahead and give her that for now. And let's check her out, make sure we copy her right. We have 10 coordination, 1 luck, 1 awareness, 6 strength, 1 speed, 10 intelligence, and 2 charisma. And this is going to change, because now Scotchmo is coming into the group, and we're going to have 10 brawling. So, we'll go ahead and say we have nerd stuff. We need to add 8. First aid at 4. Leadership is at 3. Sniper rifle at 2. And then brawling. Okay, so we're going to change some of that. And we're going to be changing this too. So, we're ready to speak to Scotchmo. Now, there's something that unfortunate that happens with Scotchmo, and I'll say it when we get to it.
Nice place they got here. Classy. I think somebody pissed on the floor right here. What kind of disgusting animal do a thing like that? It's terrible. Huh. Why are my pants wet?
I love Scotchmo. I love the voice actor that did Scotchmo too. He's awesome. Alright, let's talk to Masato.
A little food will smooth over the pain of that fight with the refugees.
Okay, that is not his default line.
Stay safe. Maybe I should open a second kitchen in the brig. You know, for the refugees.
Okay, not his default line.
Stay safe. I'm glad the refugees have a more permanent place here. Even if it's not the best place in HQ, at least they'll have good food.
Alright, again.
Stay safe. Maybe I should open a second kitchen in the brig. You know, for the refugees.
Okay, well I should know he should have a default
Stay
line.
safe. Maybe I should open a second kitchen in the brig. You know, for the refugees. Stay safe. Maybe I should open a second kitchen in the brig. You know, for the refugees.
So he probably had a different default line. This seems like it's going to be the default line. I think he probably had a different one if we would have gotten him in here first before we had the encounter with Hope and Del Hackett.
No, not at all. There are so many wonderful people here who truly appreciate my cooking. And actually chew before swallowing. There are a lot of people saying good things about the Rangers, but especially about November. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Only the best ingredients for my Rangers. It's hard to bring Colorado together with the stomach full of bitter rations.
So, some AP food and drugs.
Maybe I should open a second kitchen in the brig. You know, for the refugees.
Okay.
Stay safe.
So, Masato is a, not only a chef, but a drug dealer.
Here to serve. Rangers. Rangers. Stay sharp. Rangers. 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 Does it seem to you like those chickens are getting smarter? Beats working for the marshals. Rangers. Stay sharp.
Good luck out there. Stay sharp. Have you looked into the chicken coop lately? I swear those little cluckers are talking to each other. Rangers. Good luck out there. Here to serve. Here to serve. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Here to serve. Rangers. Here to serve. Good luck out there. Rangers. Good luck out there. Gonna try to get my sister a job here.
God, I wonder how many more they have. Alright, so Scotchmo. So if you talk to Scotchmo immediately, you're gonna miss out on stuff, so let's not talk to him immediately.
Keep letting me know what you've done, and I'll keep creating displays that memorialize the history you're making. This place is great! Keep letting me know what you've done, and I'll keep creating displays that memorialize the history you're making.
Rangers.
Alright. Got us a new statue.
Chillblains, Tremens, who can tell? Bartender, have I ever told you how I defeated Cochise single-handed? Don't worry about me. I can lick my weight in Wildcats. Who you looking at? What's a man gotta do to get a drink around here? Didn't I have a bottle just now? Which way to the men's? Oh, never mind. You know, Chillblains, Tremens, who can tell? Bartender, have I ever told you how I defeated Cochise single-handed?
Now, at some point, you can remove your companions from the group, other than two. Actually, no, I can remove them all because, yeah, you can remove them all and then, you know, reload this zone, and you'll find them sitting in certain spots within Ranger HQ. And sometimes they're close together where they actually start having conversations with themselves, if just random, if you just stand around, and it's, I don't know, I've never found triggers for these things, but there are a lot of conversations that can happen that you will never see unless you just drop everybody from the group and just kind of wander around Ranger HQ. I mean, they put a lot of randomness in their conversation points. Okay, so let's go ahead and meet Scotchmo. Here's what I want to say about this. This character is just an awesome character when you look at him in this next animation, but they fucked this animation up to no end. I mean, it is just terribly done. It's not smooth, it jitters, it's like, I don't know how they allowed this to enter to the final game. Somebody did not do their job on this animation, and it sucks because he did a great voice acting job on this animation. Just terrific, and they fucked his voice acting up by giving him a shitty animation. You know, it's like Jarrett, when you first start the game and you go into that fight with Jarrett. I mean, they animated him. Wow, I mean, it was great. His voice, I mean, it was great. They fucked Scotchmo up by giving him a shitty animator.
Huh? Who's that? Rangers? What are you doing here? I heard you was off in Colorado or somewhere. Welcome back. Well, this calls for a drink. Cheers. Oh, good stuff. Is that you, Rangers? Boy, I ain't seen you in a donkey's age. This calls for a drink. Cheers! Hey, who drank my squeezins? What kind of a place is this?
Now you see how many times that animation stuttered? 3 times it stuttered.
What do you know? I ain't had a liver for years.
Now see how the animation reset when you pick the line and then reset at the end of the line. It's not smooth fluid. They didn't do a good job on this at all.
You're drunk. If we was in Colorado, there'd be snow all over the place, and you'd all be wearing parkas. You gotta cut back on the squeezings.
I mean, how does this get through to live play?
Come on, Rangers! You know me! It's Scotchmo! Your pal! I fought Coach Chase with you! I helped you beat all them damn robots! You can't fool me with that stuff. I know who you are. What do you mean, how did I get here? I've been here the whole time. How did you get here? You got a screw loose. Well, don't mind if I do. Cheers! But I ain't here to drink, nuh-uh. I'm here to sign up. I want to be a ranger again, just like before. I know you Rangers been going through hard times, so I'm doing my patriotic duty and offering my services as a tired and true veteran. What do you say?
Tired and true.
Hot diggity! Give me a gun and point me at the bad guys. I'm... Ready? Lead on, Rangers!
Alright, strumpet. Okay, so now we have Scotchmo in the group. So, as you've seen, that animation was horrible. If they would have made it where it was a fluid animation, that would have been a great performance all the way around. There were parts in the animation that were good, but for the most part, whoever QA'd this, I don't know, I mean, don't ever let them play in another, be a programmer of any other game or quality assurance on any other game, because that was fucking horrible. They ruined that whole scene by those terrible fluidity in their animation. Alright, well, I guess we can go ahead and see the random conversations, if there are any more. Okay, everybody's happy right now there. Let's see about the refugees. Okay, so the refugees are not here yet. I don't think Hope has anything new to say, which in her case is great.
What can I do for you? Not much to report. Everyone's behaving, relatively speaking.
Okay.
Good luck out there.
Alright, so now we need to go retrain Scotchmo.
How's it going out there, Marcello? What's the radio telling you?
Wish I could say it was the same old petty crimes and barroom brawls, but it's not.
How so?
People are on edge these days. They hear how the Patriarch's sick, how his kids are crazy, and they're worried about the future. They can sense Colorado crumbling, and that starts them feeling every man for himself again. We gotta pull it back, Serge. We gotta turn the horses.
That's what we're here to do, Marcelo. That's what all of this is all about. Keep it up.
Thanks. I just hope it's enough.
All right.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
So I think last time I had to pay 600, so this should be the one after 600. So we're up to 1,050. Alright, so Scotchmo taking Strumpet's place. And now I'm gonna go, I don't know why I just did that. I'm gonna remove them all. And all the companions, see if we have anything new.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
See if they have anything new to share.
Are we really housing refugees in a jail? What kind of hosts are we? I admit that I have questioned some of your decisions, and that in turn has made me question mine. But on the whole, I feel the good we do outweighs the bad, so I am content to stay.
I know the option is grayed out, like you've already spoken to her, but I think those options change, so just because it's grayed out doesn't mean there's not any new information to get.
There is still injustice in the world, isn't there? Let's go.
What can I do for y'all?
We haven't done anything new, so that's not going to change.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
I wonder how long it'll be till we head home to AZ. I'm worried about my folks. You bet. Ready when you are.
Never seen Arizona get so cold before. Damn, freezing my testicles off. Ha! You know, marbuckles! Gonards! Man-berries! The family jewels! You're nuts! Oh, Colorado. Sure I am. I may be a drunk, but I ain't a stupid drunk. You can't put one over on me. I'm trying, Rangers. I'm... trying. What were we talking about?
So that's his default line.
Huh? I ain't never been. Here it's cold, though. Even colder than here. That's why they call it Coldorado. Get it? Coldorado? Huh? I still got it. You're trying to be funny? I've been trying to catch that bartender's eye for 10 minutes. Hey, over here! Huh? You going? Oh, okay. Yes, I'll just... Somebody said we've been fighting Frankenstein and the Wolfman. Was I there? What were we talking about? You bet. That's what I came here for, ain't it?
Something strange about those chickens. I swear they've been giving me the eye. Now, what can I help you with? Sure thing. Let's have a look.
So everybody's interested about the chickens. Alright, so we have 4 companions. Juddy Bill, I'll be replacing with Ironclad Chloride.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Alright, so let's level up Scotchmo. Alright, so 10 coordination, 10 intelligence, 2 charisma, 6 strength, and that's that. Skills. No, yes, skills. Okay, so what we want for sure, need 4 first aid, and we need 8 nerd stuff. Okay, 8 nerd stuff. Now, however, we are going to go ahead and drop leadership and sniper rifle for now. We're going to pick up Brawling 9, then we're going to go to our inventory and find the Brawling book, the Underground Sport of Hand-to-Hand Combat revealed, Kumite. Okay, so the reason I waited this long is because I intend to keep Scotchmo in the group from here on out, so I'm not wasting a book on a ranger that I was going to sit out on the bench, because if I respec Scotchmo at any point in time, I'll get all the points associated with this book going to 10, and I would have lost that if I would have put it on the previous character, and that's going to be like that for all the skill books. I'm not going to use the skill books until I get the person that I think I want to play the game with. So Scotchmo is definitely going to be the guy I'm going to keep, so he's going to be my brawler, and he's got brawling 10. Alright. So we still have 2 skill points left over, so I can go ahead and pick up sniper rifle, the mark, or I'd rather get the leadership back up to 3 first, then go with the sniper rifle, because when he reses people, he's the one usually resing because of the first aid, and it's a good synergy between leadership and first aid when it comes to that. Now, however, our perks are all brawling. Now he's going to become a beast. We just need to get a somewhat decent weapon. Alright, we have 1 point remaining, and we're going to spend that on evasion. Alright, now we'll start seeing the benefits of brawling. He's got his snake squeezins on. Take that off him. They should have made it where you couldn't remove that from him. You shouldn't be able to remove his snake squeezins. Okay. So this is the only brawling weapon. And savage armor. Savage legs. Stethoscope. And savage helm. And there's Scotchmo. Not bad, not bad. And give him that. And the snowballs. We need to pick up some snowballs. Alright, so Scotchmo the hobo. So, looking at, he gets a quirk. He gets away of the squeezins, yep. 50% damage while drunk. Alright. So when I actually intend to use him in a fight, you know, now it's beneficial to get him drunk. And then he's got the hobo. And this is a good effect. The status effect resistance is a really good effect to have on the brawler, because he's going to be in the mix. So, I mean, overall, this is a great brawling setup. Especially when you start drinking and keep him drunk. Unfortunately, I've come to, you know, unless I have the drink in the inventory slot, I often forget to to pop the drink on, so it's just, you gotta remember to do it. And I will spend a perk to get a quick slot specifically for that reason, because at least if I see it, then I'll be reminded to do it. Okay, so Scotchmo is happy. Double check on the levels. Okay, level 12, 12, 12, 12. Alright, everybody is happy here. So, we're going to end this episode here. Next episode, I have a choice. I can go to Little Vegas and start doing that, or I could go to Broadmoor Heights and pick up Ironclad. And I don't think I've ever picked up Ironclad before going to Little Vegas before. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go and pick up Ironclad, assuming it's possible, if all the skill checks work out. I'll pick up Ironclad and then visit Vegas, because I haven't seen what happens when that combination is done. Alright guys, so next video we're looking at going after Ironclad Cordite. Later.